Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over my physical TBR. Clearly I have a lot of books. You can't even see them all. I have some down here, I have some on the back, I have some over here. Like, it is getting out of control and I just bought more. I'm actually going to a bookstore tomorrow, a romance only one. I'm so excited. It is Love Struck Books in Cambridge, Mass. If you have heard of it, if not, look it up. It is adorable. I've been once before, but I'm going tomorrow, and let's just say I'll probably be leaving with at least one book. It was just my birthday. I just got birthday money. Like, you guys, this is the time. I did ask for books for my birthday, and I see my parents next week, so there's potentially even more gonna be added, but this is what we're working with right now. I did recently clear out my TBR cart, so ideally, everything on here I'll get to at some point. Obviously, there are some I'm more interested in than others. The top two shelves and then the ones I have over here. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna start with the ones that are R right here. So I have the Ember and the Ashes Quartet. I've read the first one, Ember and the Ashes, but I have not read A Torch Against the Night, A Reaper at the Gates, or A Sky Beyond the Storm. I plan to read the second one soon. I read this last month and really enjoyed it. So I definitely want to get to at least the second one before I forget kind of what occurred in the first one. I also feel like a lot of people have been picking this up lately and raving about this book, this series. So I'm excited to finish this at some point, hopefully soon. Next, I'll go into some books on my August TBR. I don't think I've actually read any of them yet. I haven't read a single book for my August TBR, and it is the 15th, so that's perfect, obviously. But these are the ones that I pulled off and are sitting in my living room. I have two more on here, but we'll get to those. First book is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I recently got this book for Prime Day, actually, and it was like $6. I've been wanting to read this for so long, though. I've heard it's Bridgerton meets fantasy, and she, I believe, has to fall in love or court or something, but she only has half of a soul. I don't know. I don't know, but I've only heard good things, and it is a short book, and I think I actually will be able to get this one fit in to August. Then I have A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. This is her book from last year. I need to read this. I've made a deal with myself. I need to read this before I get her next book. And I did ask for that for my birthday, but if I do get it, then I have to still read this before I read that one. I know a lot of people were like disappointed, but I've heard that if you really like the Dead Romantics, then you'll really enjoy this, hopefully. And that one I preferred over the 7 Year Slip, actually. So I have high hopes for this, but I don't think my expectations are anything great. Next book is Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I have yet to read a Kristen Hanna book, which is crazy because, as you can see, I have four. I have four. So I really got to get to one. I feel like this one, I got this one for my birthday last year. So it's been a year and I just need to get into it. I've heard that her books they're emotionally like devastating. Like, they really put you through the ringer, and I do love that. I just have kind of been in my like summer romance mood. So not really what I'm looking for. I plan to pick this up before her other books, and this one seemed the most summery. So next is Light Lark by Alex Astor. I also got this I think I got this back around Christmas, actually. So not too long ago, but I just kind of have been putting it off because it's starting a whole nother fantasy series, which I need to finish some before I start more. But this one did sound really interesting to me, and it is YA, so I feel like it'll be a pretty quick read. Last of the books that I had from over here are books that I just got this past weekend for my birthday. So I'm gonna go over these quickly. And I actually did start this one. It is The Summer Reran by Audrey Ingram. I'm like 30 pages in. The plot sounded good to me. I haven't heard that many people talking about this, but I definitely have seen it around. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen in this book at all, but I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna keep it that way until I obviously read it and find out. This was like kind of an impulse purchase. Bridgerton, The Duke and I first of all, I loved season 1, and I really don't love like TV covers, but I preferred this over the original cover, so I did get it because I also like the spine better, and that's probably what I'm gonna be seeing. But for some reason I've been really wanting to pick this up. I think because I'm like, I want a Bridgerton season, and I just can't, I'm not getting a new one, but I want to see how the book is because I feel like I'll really, really enjoy it. Again, it's like Regency era and like tropes, brother's best friend, fake dating, and kind of rivals to lovers. So this has all the makings to be a really, really good book to me. I really want to pick this up soon, but again, who knows? Last book that I got really recently was Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I didn't realize how big this book was. It's like over 500 pages, and I really don't know anything about it. I know all I've heard is lesbian vampires. I think it's three young women, but it's three different timelines, I think. Yeah, so all different years, 1532, 1827, and 2019, all in different locations. So I'm not really sure anything about this, but I loved The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And this is a signed edition, which is why I specifically got it, because I wanted a signed edition because I really, really enjoyed V.E. Schwab. Now we got those out of the way. Let's go to the cart. I'm not going to talk about all of them like too much, I don't think. I don't really have much unless I have something to say, but I have 2 Ellen Hildebrand books here. We have 28 Summers and Swan Song. This is also my August TBR, and I think my hold on Libby lapsed, so that's unfortunate. But these I put because I was like, it's summer. I have not read a Ellen Hildebrand book this summer. Actually, that's not true. I listened to The Perfect Couple, but I still feel like I need to read one of these, and I'm kind of leaning towards Swan Song. I don't know what either of these are about, though. Then, Kristen Hanna, we have The Women, and these other 2 books, The Great Alone, which I've like, first of all, I love the foil, but I've also heard so many good things, and also I was like, maybe I read this, but it's like Alaska, like it's cold and it's summer. And then The Nightingale, which is the original book that I bought of Kristen Hanna's, and I have yet to read it. It was before I got Firefly Lane, and this one I really wanted, but I just haven't been, I don't know, I haven't wanted to pick up a historical fiction, because whenever I want to pick up one of her books, it's when I don't have that book, and then I get it and I'm like already onto something else. So I really just gotta start it. Next is Daring Greatly by, I don't even know, Brene Brown. I was told to get this by my therapist years and years and years ago, and it's honestly really short. It is like a self-help book. A self-help book. And I do need to read it, but that's something I have not done, obviously. Next big book is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I want to read this book so bad, like genuinely so bad. And I talked about this in my TBR video, my last one. I want to read this so bad, but the side, like this is the first book that has intimidated me to this extent. I'm like terrified to pick this up because I'm really overwhelmed with the fact that there's a glossary. That mentally is what's throwing me off. So that's why I haven't picked it up. And it, like, it's not even the thickness. Like, it really isn't. It's just the fact that the glossary. So I don't know. The Rose Bargain by Sasha Peyton Smith. I recently picked this up. Again, I think this is kind of Bridgerton type vibes. It's like courting, maybe. It's a debut season. So I don't know if it's YA or not. I feel like it might be, but either way, sounds interesting. I was in a fantasy era for this summer, but then I read Heavenly Bodies, and that kind of took me out of it because I did not enjoy that book. But I do love my fantasy in the fall and the winter, so you best believe I'll be making some progress on the fantasy side of this, at least. I'm just gonna grab all of these. Never by Jessa Hastings. I don't have anything to say about this. I got it so long ago and I have not picked it up yet. And then Passion Project by London Sperry. I don't know if this is going to be read this year, if I'm being completely honest. This is very summery to me, and I feel like I won't read it when it's not summertime. So this might be a next year thing, but that's okay. And then The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. This is obviously like a self-help, oh my God, I can't say it, self-help book. This is actually my mom's copy, but I've heard like you obviously don't want to pick it up unless you're ready to pick it up. So I'm not really ready to pick it up. So I'm going back in here. Next shelf. Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I've actually have read this, but I listened to the audiobook and I feel like I wasn't paying as much attention as I would have liked. And I really, really enjoyed the story from what I did here, but I kind of wanted to give it a second chance and actually read it because I think that I absorb information a lot better when I'm obviously reading it instead of just listening to it. And I really enjoyed this book to the point where I do want to reread it. But since I have read it, it's like not really high up on my TBR, like my mental TBR. Also by Lynn Painter, Happily Never After, another book that I got for my birthday last year. Haven't picked it up. It's short. It's like not even 300 pages, but haven't been in the mood for it. Then we have some Ali Hazelwood books. This is her Stemina novella. These are her Steminist novellas. And obviously this is her release from this February. I really, really want to read this. I almost picked this up, but then I ended up picking up Problematic Summer Romance by her. I know a lot of people don't like this book, but I'm not sure. I'm not really going in with any expectations. I kind of went in with really low expectations for Not in Love because a lot of people didn't like that either, but I didn't mind that book. So I've heard that the female main character's best friend is insufferable and really a bad friend, and that's why a lot of people don't like her. So this book, so I don't know, we'll see. But I feel like to me also this one gives more winter. But I love Ali Hazelwood, and I am gonna pick these up when I'm in the mood for it, and it usually just hits that much harder. So I'm gonna put these all back after. We have Sarah Adams books. These are her When in Charleston series, I believe it's called. So The Match and the Enemy. I think The Match is first. Boy, I don't know how I had that. I'm pretty sure The Match is first. Haven't read either of those, obviously. Did get those for my birthday last year, but her books are just really fun, easy reads. And then I have Practice Makes Perfect and Beg, Borrow, or Steal. I want to read this so bad. I haven't read When in Rome or Practice Makes Perfect. I don't have When in Rome, but I haven't read either of them, and I need to before I can read this. And she has another one coming out, I believe, in December for this series. So I got to get on that. I do got to get on that. The Wake Up Call by Beth O'Leary. I really haven't heard anything about this. And again, I don't really know anything about it either. So yeah, it's just on there. It's a romance. It says, two hotel receptionists and arch rivals find a collection of old wedding rings and compete to return them to their owners, discovering their own love story along the way. Interesting. The busiest season of the year. So it's the holiday season. So maybe this is something I'll pick up around the holidays. The Burnout by Sophie Kinsella. Sparks fly in this delightful novel about two burned out professionals who meet at ramshackle British seaside resort. Okay. I don't know. This one seems like it could be good. Again, just another roommate. No, what? Just another romance. Ready or Not by Cara Bestone. I think I might read this in the fall. It's a very pretty cover. I'm gonna pick this up. I am really interested in this. I've heard really good things, just haven't gotten around to it. And then Normal People by Sally Rooney. I don't even really know what this book is about, and I just know that a lot of people love it, but it's also like not like her writing style I've heard is interesting. I got this at like the little free library book swap that my workout class does. And then we have some Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm scared to pick up her books because I didn't like Seven Husbands, and I know that's an unpopular opinion. I don't know if part of it was her writing. I think part of it was the writing. At a certain point I was just like, this is dragging on, but it also could have just been the story. I don't know, so I'm a little bit scared, but I've heard really, really good things about Carrie Soto's back. And then Maybe in Another Life, my friend said that she really likes. So we'll stay on there until I read them. Next, we have our fantasy. So Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I almost picked this up this summer and I never did. And I really should have, because I do really want to get into this book, but to me it's like summer or spring and I'm going into fall. And then we have The Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Peterson. I don't know anything about this duology. I really don't. I've been wanting to read it for so long and I haven't. Again, like all of these books, obviously. In the back here, I have It Starts With Us. I don't know if I want to read this. My mom read it after we watched the movie of It Ends With Us, and she enjoyed it, but she gave it to me because she doesn't really care to keep books. And she said if I want to read it, I don't know if I'll get to it. It's really not a priority. And then I have Full Measures by Rebecca Yarros. I'm not really like pulled to this book, but also I do love Fourth Wing, and I know it's a completely different type, but it's a romance, and I do know obviously I like her writing. I mean, I guess fantasy is so different though. I do have that on my bookshelf or on my TBR cart. And then down here I have Troubles in Paradise by Ellen Hildebrand. I didn't realize this was the third book. We got it for like literally like $8 at a bookstore because something about it is, I think the dust covers, I don't even see the dust cover being ruined. I don't know what it is. Just like the bend, there's like a bend in the corner maybe. It's like a little bit ruined, so that it was like heavily discounted and we got it. But yeah, I haven't read the other ones, so I'm not even gonna, I can't even touch that yet. But I have it for when I want to. Now we've made it to the bottom shelf, which you guys literally can't see. I'll show you. It's just that. So I'm just gonna pick them up and show you guys. We have The Midnight Library by Matthew Haig. I really have also been wanting to read this for a really long time. I just don't know why. It's like when I'm in the mood for it, like I really wanted to read it and then I got it and I just haven't been in the mood for it. And it's not a long book either, but I just haven't picked it up. We have The Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards. Then Ask Again, Yes. I don't even remember what this is about. A lifelong friendship and love blossoms. One shocking night, their loyalties are divided and their bond will be tested again and again over the next 30 years. Huh, that sounds good. Maybe I should move it up. Maybe I should like put it here. Maybe I'll do a video of like reading books that aren't on my radar, because I feel like, I mean, if they were given to me too for like, she thinks that I'll like them, then I feel like I should probably read them. Then I have Where'd You Go, Bernadette by Maria Semple. I don't know what this is about either. An entertaining novel about a family coming to terms with who they are and the power of a daughter's love for her imperfect mother. That sounds nice. The Paper Palace, which I recently just heard somebody talk about this, and I think it's like a mystery or like a drama type video type book, and that sounds really interesting. So again, maybe I need to pick this up. And then The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. I think I did start this at one point. Yeah. I only got 24 pages in, but it's like literally 240 pages or something like that. Another like historical fiction. Britt Marie Was Here by Frederick Bachman. I don't know anything about this book, but I like Frederick Bachman. Maybe Now by Colleen Hoover. I listened to Maybe Someday. I liked it. I just don't like really read Colleen Hoover anymore. I started listening to the audiobook of this and I just couldn't really get into it. So I don't know if I'll ever read this, but it's on there for now. And then Crazy Rich Asians. I've seen the movie, love the movie. I don't know when I'm gonna read this. I feel like the book will be good, but I don't know, haven't picked it up. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is on Kindle Unlimited. I haven't been in the mood for this. It's also one of those things where I don't want to start another series. And I'd rather start other fantasy series than that one. The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. I just haven't really been reading a lot of mystery thrillers lately, so I haven't picked this up, but I did buy this. I bought this a while ago. And then also Ocean of Lies. I feel like this was kind of an impulse buy maybe. Or did I buy this or did I find this at like a little free library? I think maybe it was that. I remember I bought this. I don't know about this. I don't know what either of these are about. This does sound interesting. Ocean of Lies, a fake honeymoon, a missing stepsister, and an island paradise with danger around every corner. Okay, so I do have like options when these both sound good. I definitely have options for like mystery thrillers when I'm in the mood, but I just like I'm not usually in the mood for them, which is why I don't have as many. Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Her Dream Apartment, Her Worst Nightmares. I don't know anything about this book, and I don't want to know before I go into my mystery thrillers. And then No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. This 3 sisters, 2 murders, and too many secrets to count. Also sounds kind of interesting. So that is every book on my physical TBR. I don't think I'm missing any. I don't know. I have books all around. I have some books that I took off of my physical TBR. They're kind of off to the side. I'm literally never going to read them. I don't think. I was trying to sell them, but I was not able to. So I might just bring them to a little free library. I've read some of them, but some of them I'll literally never touch. Anyway, yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if I should prioritize any of these books over others. I definitely would like to hear if you guys have thoughts on any of them. I would definitely love to hear if there's a book that I just absolutely need to get to, like ASAP. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna keep buying books and reading them and then not reading the ones that I already have. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment the rose emoji if you've made it this far in the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and other bookish content is what I post. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.